iPads are truly unique devices with many great features of their own. But in order to use an iPad to its full potential, you will need to download certain applications. Today, I'll be sharing with you 3 applications and 1 extra that make my experience with the iPad that much better. Even better than using a laptop or a PC. So let me just show you here on my iPad. So the first application I want to show you today is Notion. Notion is a really nice application. You can use Notion for note taking, for task list per se, and for multiple of things. Maybe for like your to-do list or your bucket list. So now let me show you. I have some templates which I want to show you right here. And the first one is per se company goals. So let me just find it right here real quick. It's here right under engineering. It's a template that you can use if you want. So just let's see right here. So like you have like company goals per se for product foundations, scale our platform, increase top of funnel, hit revenue targets. And for each of these goals, you can of course set further goals or per se bullet points. And the first one is like improve app performance. You can choose which department that is in and who is the owner of that project and what status it is in right now, like per se it's in progress, it's still not started or it's completed. And you can set its priority. And here you have your priority set from like most important, which is P1 and up to P5. And of course you can adjust it to your liking. And of course there is no like a goal, a single man-handled goal. So you can have, and you can set collaborators as you can see right here. And the second one is like scale our platform as launch developer API, launch developer relations program, and add third-party integrations. Same thing right here, department, owner, status, priority, and collaborators. And it just goes on further on the list. This one is a really nice template to see and how you can use Notion for your company goals per se. And another template I want to show you is simple budget. So let me just find it real quick. Yeah, it's right here. So you can use it for your like monthly cap, for your monthly budget per se, your annual budget, your weekly budget, as you want. So let's see here the example we have right here. So we have the monthly cap of 3,500 and you can set these yourself, the expenses. So the first one we have rent, which is 1,000, and what category it is in. You can use your categories from here and you can even add more categories if you would like, as home, food, entertainment, and the list goes on as you would like. And if you have any comments per se, let's see, rent is here. And maybe we have like a cut on next month's rent or whatever it is, you can add a comment if you have anything. And you can also add the date at which this expense was spent, which is very nice. So you are always like, you don't lose or you don't forget when you spent it. So the next example, you have cell phone, dinner, lunch, movie tickets, paper towels, laundry, and the list goes on as you like. That one is a really nice template, which I use for myself. And one really nice, another nice one is the task list. It's right here. So per se you have a cell couch. I have it on my list. Take photos, write description, post to Craigslist or whatever website you use. Here is the photo as I've taken it, so I might as well attach it right here. And you can add here your Craigslist draft, which is really nice. So another example, you have take Fig on a walk. Fig is like our dog. You don't really need to add much description to that. Sign up for 5K. I'm not sure what that is, so I skip on it. Plan hiking trip to Yosemite. So research, reserve, rent, plan, check, buy. All of these you can check out and you research, and you can add links if you want. So that is some ways in which you can use Notion. and it's a really nice application that I would recommend for everyone having an iPad, and not even an iPad. If you like, what's nice about this application, you can download it on your PC, on your phone, and your tablet, and it's all of them are synchronized with each other, so that's really nice. So if I make any edit right here on my iPad and I open it on my phone, I will see the last updated version, which is really nice. So the next application I want to show you is Google Calendar. I do prefer using Google Calendar more than the native Apple one or iOS calendar per se. And I'm gonna show you some example of which I've used it last month per se, as I had final exams. So here last month I had it's 6 in total exams, so I've had them here on the calendar. So let me just show you. I had on the 9th and 11th and 12th and 16th and 19th and 23. So I've removed some of my per se goals, not goals, but tasks from here, but I'll just give you an example of how I used it. So I've had here on the 16th, I had an histology final. So what I would do is I would put on a task on the 15th, per se, histology, final revision per se, and I can always add the description to it. So what I mean right here, I have past papers plus notes revision per se, and I can add it. What's nice, I can adjust it for the hour 30 minutes before, and it will give me a notification, which is really nice, and I can adjust it to wherever I want, to what time I want, and what day even. So it's a really nice application that I do recommend people download. The next one is Notability, and this is the application that I use for note taking, studying, and everything school related, and some not school related tasks, but I'll just keep for another day. So let me just show you right here. So these are some of the notes that I've had, and some of the notes which I still have, as I have deleted many that I've accumulated over the last year of having an iPad. So I have here molecular biology, embryology, cytology, Arabic, organic chemistry, anatomy, physiology, histology, and all of which I can add subjects to them and further bullet points. So I have had here anatomy. So some of the notes that I've taken, as right here. Here I had a lab exam, so I just wrote some notes about some of the muscles we have in the upper limb, and where it's located, and where it is inserted, and its innervation. And I also have here some of the past papers, as you can see right here. So it's a really nice application, and does have many features which I recommend looking onto. And the final application, and it is the last extra one, it is iMovie. It is a video editing app. It's an Apple video editing app per se. It's free, which is really nice, and I do recommend using it. I don't really use it on a daily basis, but some days we do have projects per se in school which I need to make a video for. And right now on my free time I do make YouTube videos, so I edit them mostly here on my iPad on iMovie, as it is easy to use, and it's really nice and user friendly per se. As you can see here, I edited the study with me video, and it was a 30-minute 4K video, and it did it without a problem, so which is really nice, and I recommend looking into if you do have an iPad, or just getting familiar with it, as if you ever need to video edit, you can always do it from your iPad, free and easy to use without any real hassles. So these were the applications that I wanted to share with you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching. And if you liked the video, please subscribe and give me a like. And I'll see you next time.